Hey everyone, this video is mainly meant for Sherp, but I figured I'd upload it because, well, I haven't uploaded a lot to the channel, and because there was the recent, let me find it, the achievement balance proposal, and it's been getting a lot of talk in the community, which I really appreciate, because, yay, it means some people care about AP, which is really nice, in my opinion, because it's been a part of what I've been doing on Hypixel for a number of years, and I'm looking forward to seeing these changes help more people get involved in the achievement hunting community, and I'm all for lowering the requirements for games that are dead, and I've been suggesting suggesting some lowering of games, especially the classic games, things like Sky Clash, Speed UHC. Speed UHC is a game I completed. I'm one of 13 people, and the fact that I'm one of 13 people that did it proves that it is a little too insane and a little too high for a game that has that small of a player base. But yeah, so one of the hot topics I've seen is Smash Level 1000, because Smash Level 1000 has been like notoriously difficult in the community for a long time. Even with XP boosters, you're going to get level 1000 much later, much later than your 15k kill achievement and your 2500 win achievement. By the way, 2500 achievement win is bugged right now, so don't win in solo. It only counts in teams, but that's for another time. But yeah, I have a master skin, because you need a master skin for the achievement. And that master skin has about half of the stats for the other tier 5s in the game, and it is not half of the levels required to get to level 1000. It's just over an eighth? I don't know. Let's find out. Easy math. That's not the right math. There we go. Yeah, it's a little less than an eighth. So, I mean, I hold the opinion of it should be lowered to 750, and I held that, and I held that thinking that, like, you know, people could get it before 500, why shouldn't it be 750? The tier progression would already allow for 750 because it's 300 to 500, so the 500 to 750 is still a bigger gap than the tier 3 to tier 4, which I think is important. Tier progression, so you wouldn't really have to change much, you just have to change 750, easy fix, call it a day, maybe make it 800, but that's a little bit of a weird number, etc., but not 1000. And so Sherp tagged me, he suggested this. My ideas for Smash achievements: change Clucker Challenge to kill 2 enemies with your ultimate in one game. I don't know. I agree with that, because right now it is kill all enemies, which just means that you have to kill both of the enemies in a 2v2 game. So it's still 2, it's just Sherp wants it to be 2 kills, not 1 kill on each person, which I mean, that's a little weird. I don't know if I would keep that. I mean, I get where he's coming from, because most of the other ones are kill 2, you know, hit 3, etc., and Clug is a little weird, and it's not worded well at all. It should be kill all enemies in the game. It says kill enemy heroes. So I guess I'd support it. I don't really see a need for it, but I mean, it can't hurt. Change shoot challenge to kill 2 enemies. I agree. The 3 kills is a little intense. I haven't done it myself, but it requires you to play solo or 2v2v2, so you can't get it in 2v2. And 2v2 is a mode that fills a lot of the time, so I guess I'd support that as well. Increase AP from team. Yeah, I agree with that one. And decrease required smash levels. So even Sharp agrees with me. No, I'm kidding. Most AP hunters agree that it should be 750. But he tagged me, and then GG MVP said I don't think T5 and Smash should change. And then Hunt said, but overall it's fine. And Sherp brought up the point that only 70 people have it, and most of those are Smash mains. Now, in my opinion, bringing up the amount of players that have completed a game does not mean that it's a difficult achievement per se, it just means that a game has a community. For example, Bed Wars level 100 is actually kind of a difficult achievement. You need to play for a long time, or you need to get the weekly quest every week. I mean, it's not crazy difficult, but, I mean, how many people have it? Thousands of people have it. And it's not, it's not that easy of a tier 5. It's not a great example, but let's look at Speed UHC. Speed UHC has 13 people that have completed it. You know why? It's because no one actually plays the game as their main. Even the number 1, who's like 3 times more than the tier 5, Night Rush, even he has more AP than the majority of the server. I think he's top 25. He's an AP hunter. Like, I know he mained Speed for a long time, and that's his main game, but he's still an AP hunter. There's only a couple people that had 1,500 wins in that game that didn't call themselves AP hunters. All that only 13 people having 1,500 Speed wins means that the game never had a real community built around it. And people really only play it for achievements. It just proves there's no community there. The fact that 83 people have... I mean, so if the number is abnormally low, it's an okay argument, but then sometimes the argument is, but all of these people have the tier 5, therefore it's an easy tier 5. That's not entirely true. 350 people have 250 UHC wins, right? But the majority of those people didn't play the game for achievements, and the point of this update is to make games more open to achievement hunters. So in games like UHC that are very anti-achievement hunter because you need to play the game a lot with people that are good at the game, and the people that have 250 wins have been playing for years, whereas Speed UHC, 13 people have it, but I completed it in 4 months just because it's not that hard to win the game as opposed to UHC. I'm not saying I'm good at Speed UHC, I'm just saying it's an easier game to AP hunt, and that's what I thought that the goal of this achievement would be, and that is what that's the perspective I'm having. So, long rant over that basically said nothing. I know it confused everyone, I'm very sorry, but basically Sherp is saying only 70 people have it, they're mains of the games, and it's harder than the other tier 5s. Now, having one tier 5 that's harder than the other tier 5s actually makes sense in a game, I think. It makes more sense with my achievement proposal that's in the works that I'll be alluding to and probably giving little snippets of as it becomes more fleshed out. But in short, he's saying that by the time you have 15k kills and 2,500 wins, the other tier 5s in the game, you will not have Smash level 1,000. And that's just true. I don't know if it's like, a Boogie was close, but I mean, no one that has level 1,000 got it like way before or even a little bit before than the other tier 5s, and that's just because of the nature of the achievement. I think I was like Smash level 580 when I got the other two. Like, it's really hard to get level 1,000. You have to be basically you have to be hunting levels. The only way you'd get it is if you didn't go for a master skin, which is dumb, because you're going to go for it anyway if you want all the achievements in the game. And so, I agree with him. Again, an abnormally low number of players just means the game doesn't have a super dedicated community, or at least the community that plays the game doesn't go for that specific achievement in the regards of Smash. Anyway, GG said, ask Aiden, so he tagged me. It's been a few hours. I woke up at like 11:30, something like that. So I woke up to being tagged, and I was like, well, I need to do the math for this anyway, so I'm gonna go do it. So here we are. Here we are. So. Yeah, Hunts mentioned that Boogie got his 1k, went 15k kills, but that's like pretty rare occurrence. So I went and I did the math, because usually I like to back my points with math. So I did the math, and this is the spreadsheet I came up with. So I'm going to be talking you through the spreadsheet, because I figure if I just shared the spreadsheet, it would confuse everyone. So shrug. Here I am explaining it. I got this. This is not mine. This is not mine. This is a copy of this. So if you wanted one, here it is. This is like an exact copy. I made it. I formatted it a little bit. But yeah, it's basically the same thing. Here are all of the XP requirements for specific prestiges. So P3 includes this number, that number, and that number. Master Skin includes all of these numbers. In fact, I think I just took the sum. Yeah, so I did sum notation. So if you think that these numbers are off, these numbers, these are the sums of these numbers. These are all correct on the bottom. So anything that has a sum in it, I've like triple checked, they're right. They're right. You can check my math if you want, but I'm like 99% sure they're right. So these yeah, these are the XP requirements. So basically what I wanted to do is the normal thing that people do is they get one class to Master Skin, and then they get 15 other classes to this level, which means 10 classes to P2 level 19 and 5 to P2 level 18. That's like, because if you do that, you don't need to buy any Prestige 3s, you just need to spend 170,000 coins on all of the classes. But I thought, if we're going to be going for the tiers, let's just negate coins, and let's find out if getting, say, a class to P3 level 4, and another class to like P2 level like this instead of down here, what if that costs less XP, therefore you have to play less games, therefore you might be able to get Smash Level 1000 closer to your other achievements, because you'd have to win less games overall. So, here it is. I put these way far over here. I don't know why. Let's move them over here. Okay, so P2 level 18 XP. This is how much it takes to get a class to P2 level 18. This is how much it takes to get a class to P2 level 19. This is the total XP it would take to get a class to Master Skin, and then every other class to level 58.667. So this is the amount of XP it would take to get to level 1000 on total. So I said my theory is P3 level about 10ing some classes might be more effective for levels, disregarding coin requirements. And I said let's test it. For our current requirements, we need 117.3 levels between every two classes, forgetting the 15th for a moment. So basically, instead of being like finding the optimal for all 15, I just said let's just take two classes and let's find the optimal level for them. Because right now we have two classes, level 18, level 19. Let's just get, you know, like level 61, level 61, level 56, etc., etc. And let's see what takes the least amount of experience. So right now, this is how much it would cost to get the two classes. So this is I don't know why I didn't have a thing for this. This is really dumb of me. I don't know why I don't have this. Let's see if I can actually enter the numbers correctly. So that's the amount of XP it would take to get two classes. So let's see if there's any combination of two classes that cost less XP than this. And this is what I came up with. So basically, this is every possible way to get to 117 levels between two classes from P2 level 20 and P3 level 20, and then you change the second class. So basically, you add one level to the left side, and then you subtract one from here. So you have P2 level 20 and P2 level 17, P3 level 1 and P2 level 16, P3 level 20, or level 2 and P2 level 15, 3 and 14, 4 and 13, etc., all the way down to 20 and P1 level 17 instead of P2 level 17. So all of these numbers are the total XP it would take. So this right here, I took the sum of 59,840, so of P3, and then I added E2 and E3. So this is E2 and E3. So no, this is E2 and E3. So basically, I just kept changing this. So here it's E2, E3, E4, E5, E6, E7, etc., etc., etc. So I just kept adding the level. Because when I tried to do it manually, I messed up, so I just had to do it like this, so it all worked out fine. And then this is the opposite. I go from D2 to D18 and then 17, so I keep subtracting one off. So I'm going to zoom out here so you can actually see what I'm talking about, because I just realized how confusing this sounds. So basically, this number right here, let's say P3 level 11, right? This goes from E2 to E12. So P3 level 11 includes all of these numbers, also known as all of these numbers, and then it goes from E2 down to E12. So it adds these three numbers down here, and then all of these numbers. And then for, let's say, P2 level 14, it would take all of these, all of these, also known as just these two, and then it would take all of these right here to level 14. And then if the next one down would be level 13, so I shortened the range from D2 to D15, I shortened it from D2 to D14 to take off this. So I take this number off, and then I add, let's say, this number to it. So that's how I got the XP. Basically, it just added the XP. It's an easier way of saying it. But that's why I was just trying to explain why it looks so dumb up here. But basically, it's just so I know I didn't mess up, because I messed up a lot. So, the numbers that have a red background, this isn't really, like, if I'm talking in circles and you're like, avaaidan, you're so bad at explaining something, don't worry. If I do a bad job of explaining this, or you understand it or not, it doesn't matter. You'll still get the same thing, which is it worth it at the end? I answer that question at the end. I'm just trying to get everything under control here. So, every number that's in red is greater than this right here, which means that doing P2 level 20 and P2 level 17 is actually less effective for XP than just doing the normal level 19 and level 18 method. Everything that is green is less, so it would be more effective for doing it, and the blue one is the most effective. This requires the least amount of XP to get two classes to level 117 combined. And that would be P3 level 8 and P2 level 9. That takes 100,290 XP. And that, my friends, is a save of 9560 for every 2 classes. And then, since there's 14 classes we're doing, that saves that much XP. Pretty good start, pretty good start. Here's some more words I put on the thing. Now I just need to figure out the optimal level for the last class. Currently we have gotten 117 levels for every 2 classes out of 14 out of 15 classes. This means we have 880 minus 117 times 7 levels to go, or 61 levels left. I am, frankly, too tired and lazy to calculate the optimal XP to do these 61 levels. These 61 levels would require 59,930 additional XP, which seems like it's a bit much, and there could be an easier way of obtaining it. I said, let's try a couple things before I give up here and see if anything shaves XP off of this. So, let's try getting every P3 class to level 9 instead of the optimal level 8 as we found earlier. This would add 5,600 XP, or 7 classes getting to level 9, which is 800 XP. It would also make us require 54 levels instead of 61, which shaves off P3 level 1, P2 level 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, and 15. So, because we're now at level 14, so we don't need the XP to get to 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, or P3 level 1. So, we add 5,600 XP, and we take off 15,710 XP. So that saves 10,000 XP right there. That's pretty good. However, since the P2s are normally at level 9, we can add a level to a P2 level 9 and subtract 1 from the P2 level 14 4 times, and we'll still save XP. So that means that of the 7 classes we have at P2 level 9, we just take 4 of them, we get them to P2 level 10, that adds 4 levels to our total, and we subtract those 4 levels off of the P2 level 14. This does actually save XP. This would add 3,280 XP, and shaves level 14, 13, 12, and 11 off. So we add 3,280 and we subtract 5,220. This saves 1,940 XP. That's like, I don't know, 10 games. It's not that much. It's negligible, but whatever. So we got this number through 1 Master Skin, 7 P3 level 8s, 7 P2 level 9s, 1 P3 level 1, add 5,600 XP for the level 8s to level 9s, add 3,280 XP for the level 9 to level 10, and then subtract 20,930 XP from the P3 level 1 to P2 level 10. So our end totals of classes are 1 Master Skin, 7 P3 level 9s, 5 P2 level 10s, 4 that we added a level 2, and then 1 being the 15th class that we got all the way down to P2 level 10, and then still the 3 P2 level 9s. If you were to take the P2 level 10, the 15th class down to P2 level 9, then you would do so by adding a level to a P2 level 9, so you basically just, it'd still be 5 and 3, so there's no point. Let's check to see if this totals 1,000. 120, the Master Skin, plus all of the P3 level 6, or all the P3 level 9s, plus the P2 level 10s, plus the P2 level 9s, equals 1,000. Boom. Hallelujah. So now we have to do 2 things. We have to compare the coins from the new revised method to the typical level 19 and level 18 method, and then we have to calculate how many games this would take with and without XP boosters in optimal and average gameplay. Then, use this number to test the viability of the level 1000 achievement compared to the wins/kills, which I capitalized the I in wins, which I always do, by the way. I have to not do that. This is why we proofread. So, this is going to be part 1. The coins in the old method require 4,370,000 coins, basically 1 MS and 15 P2s. In our new method, we're just adding... Wait, what am I doing? I did the math wrong. Didn't I? I did. I thought I wouldn't have to edit this video. I guess I'm going to have to edit the video because these numbers are for everything after this too. So, be right back. Okay, I changed everything. So, let's redo this part. So the old method requires 4,370,000 coins, or 1 MS 15 P2s. Our new, or P1 and P2s, because you had a class to P2, you need to also have it to be P1, so it's 170,000 coins total, 50k plus 120k. Our new method requires 1 MS, 7 P3s, and 8 P2s. A P2 costs 170,000, a P3 costs 250k in addition, so 420k. So this is 1.82 million plus 7 times 420k plus 8 times 170k coins, also known as 6.12 million coins. This is 1.75 million more coins than the old method because we're adding 7 P3s, which cost 250 coins each, 250k coins each. So yeah, it's a bit of a hefty price tag. But let's see just how many games it saves. So down here we have part 2. Oh, that's part of another part, so we're going to move that off screen. Okay, part 2. Okay, so we're going to have 8 rows here, and we're going to calculate how many more coins XP boosters would cost, and how many games it would... Avaaidan can't type. And how many games it would take to achieve level 1000. So these are some clarifications. I did this thing where if I were to say like ONX average, what that means is it's the old method with no XP booster and average XP gain. So what I classified as average XP was 100 XP per game. Also, all of these are in 2v2 because that's the only mode that fills anymore. So average XP is 100 XP per game without a booster, or 3 kills and 1 assist. And then optimal XP would be 150 XP per game without a booster, or 6 kills. So 6 out of 6 kills. I figure because of how many people leave and how many times you get KS, because the assist timer, 3 kills, 1 assist is a pretty good average. It's pretty good. So most importantly, we need to know the total XP for both methods. So the old method required 993,330 XP. And our new method requires 911,740 XP. These numbers, by the way, are Master Skin for both of these, and the old method, these are the level 9... Yeah, no. These are the level 18s, and these are the level 19s. This is P3 level 10, this is P2 level 10, this is P2 level 9. So the total XP we save is 81,590 XP, but the coins I didn't fix this part, sorry. The coins we have to spend in order to do this is 1.75 million. So here are the totals. So this is without boosters, this is with boosters. Average optimal, this is old and this is new. I tried to separate it out as much as I could. So with the old method, with no XP booster and average coin gain, you would get 10,000 wins by the time you get level 1000, which is 4 times the wins requirement and just over 2 times the kills requirement. And with optimal kills, then you would get 6.6k wins and 39,733 kills. Basically, you're doubling. You're at least doubling, sometimes quadrupling the other requirements of the tier 5. So Sherp's point still stands pretty good right now. Like, pretty good. If you were to grind with the old method, and you would get 3 kills a game, 1 assist, and you're not using a booster, then yeah, it's going to take you a long time. This part doesn't really matter because we're not using boosters, so it's just going to be 0 boosters, 0 additional coins. Coins going to remain the same. With the new method, it still takes 9,000 wins or 6,000 wins, average or optimal. So, I mean, you're still doubling, or sometimes in the realm of quadrupling the requirements. Basically, you're going to get level 1000 last by a lot, no matter what, if you're not using a booster. However, with boosters, it gets a little more interesting. With the old method, with an XP booster and average XP gain, then you'd get 5,000 wins, which is just under double of the wins, and just under the tier 5 for kills. So we're actually getting level 1000 before. 100.05 kills before the kill requirement now. So, I mean, like, this isn't going to happen in normal gameplay, but theoretically it could. If you were to get 200 XP a game on average for all of eternity, and you were to never get any extra XP on any class ever. So, yeah, but theoretically it's possible, I guess. With optimal XP gain, you'd get 3,311 wins and just under 20k kills. So you're over the win requirement by 800, and you're well over the kill requirement. So whatever. This is where it gets really interesting, though. The new method with an XP booster and average XP gain, you'd get 4.6k wins, just under 4.6k, 4.55k wins. So still almost doubling the wins, but you're way under the kill requirement. Way under. And finally, with optimal XP gain, with the new method, XP booster, optimal XP gain, you'd get it in just over 3,000 wins, which is only 500 wins over the tier 5, and you'd get over the 15k kills. But like, it actually looks kind of viable if you win every game and you never get any extra XP, and you play optimally every game you get. You get all 6 kills. Obviously, that's never going to happen, but I mean, it's starting to look less insane. You know? Like, it actually looks kind of possible. I mean, it's still harder than the other tier 5s, but it's not to a ridiculous degree, in my opinion. Obviously, with this, you'd have to do boosters, XP boosters. The boosters you need are your total wins divided by 100. So it's pretty easy to eyeball it. This is 50, this is 34. Because, obviously, I just said, I gave up. I was like, I'm not going to go through and say, well, you need to buy 2 5 games. No, you're just going to buy it divided by 100 rounded up, always. So ceiling function. And then you multiply the amount of boosters by 40k, and because that's how much 100 game boosters cost, and then you add that to your total coins. So with our new method, it's going to cost you 8 million, 7 million coins. With the old method, it's going to cost you about 6 million coins. And obviously, if you're going to do this, then you're going to need to gain the coins back through gameplay. So you're probably going to either have to convert arcade or buy network boosters. So even though it looks viable with the kills and wins, it's probably not viable with normal coin gain unless you're like, I don't know, 20 times multiplier. So, but let's just, for our argument's sake, assume you have infinite coins. Smash level 1000 isn't that crazy. I mean, it's still harder than the tier 5s, but it's not to a ridiculous degree, and it's still, like, plausible. So I wrote my end things here. Under all of these circumstances, the wins are met before the level requirement. In all but 2 of these circumstances, the kills are met before the level requirement as well, with the exception of both the old and new method with XP boosters getting an average of 3 kills per game, so average XP gain. While I have been campaigning for the lowering of the tier 5 from 1,000 to 750 Smash levels, after actually doing the math, I think, unfortunately, I now hold the opinion of keeping it at 1,000. Yes, it is a grind. Yes, it's next to impossible to get it at the same time as your other tiers in the game, and yes, it is a lot of coins no matter how you slice it. But it also reinforces the playstyle Smash Heroes wants you to have, that of a jack-of-all-trades. Someone that plays all the classes a bit, and this achievement encourages players to try new classes. If 2v2v2 and solo still filled, I would support the Smash level 1000 achievement even more, as those modes usually tend to give more XP than 2v2. Perhaps in my achievement rework, this achievement will be a tier above where it is now, as it were, but for the time being, I think it is actually a pretty good achievement. Maybe at some point I'll do the math to find the optimal level this achievement should be at, and there should probably be like a little winky face after that, because I'm not doing that. I might do it, but I'm not doing that, you know what I mean? But for now, this has taken me 3 hours, and I like to answer Sherp's original question with a resounding, I don't know. In my opinion, it's an okay achievement, but at the end of the day, it's for the community and council to decide. Hopefully my endeavors with this sheet have provided some insight, and maybe reaffirmed your stance on the matter, or made you adopt a new one, as it did for me. Happy AP hunting, avaaidan, your resident math nerd. Shrug. I mean, yeah. It's a grind. It really is, but I don't think it's too far out of the realm of possibility. I don't know. In my opinion, I think level 1000 is okay. I don't think it's a great achievement, but I think it's viable for the current state of the game. Yeah. Hopefully this has helped. Yeah. This video is probably going to be quite long, because I just rambled and I did it all in one take, so I'll probably just link the spreadsheet as well. I'll put it in the description. I don't know why I'm putting this at the end of the video, but yeah, hopefully you enjoyed me talking about it. I always like to listen to someone talk while they're talking. Hopefully my voice isn't too annoying. Sorry I've been talking fast, it's just I knew this would take a long time, so I figured we may as well talk as fast as possible. Yay! If you're wondering what the other sheet on the spreadsheet is, it's just a total of the AP in games. Ordered from most to least. So Smash doesn't actually come that far up on it. Where is it? Smash is here. Smash is pretty far down. So, yeah, I spelled general wrong. Man, I suck. But yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'll see all you gamers in the next one. I'm working on an achievement proposal. I'll probably be uploading some specific parts of it. School's starting for me soon, so I won't have as much time as I want to work on it. But if I get some progress on it, then I will. I'll upload it because I like some feedback and stuff like that. But yeah, happy AP hunting, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.